I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Frankly, one of the things that people around the globe may misunderstand is how tough he is. And I've known Donald almost 40 years. I know when you see his jaw clench, that there's determination there, that there's something there. He's a very, very stubborn guy. When he sets his mind on a goal, no matter who tries to dissuade him, he will achieve it. He will never flinch.
Hij werkte al als vechtersbaas voor de campagnes van Richard Nixon en Ronald Reagan. Maar een politieke aardverschuiving zoals afgelopen jaar maakte ook hij nog nooit mee. Roger Stone, Trump-fluisteraar en al bijna 40 jaar bevriend met de nieuwe president.
He is not an extremist in any way. He's not an ideologue in any way. What I really think has motivated him to a great extent is seeing the videos in Germany and Belgium and France of hordes of young Arab men raping people, killing people, violating people. One does not have to be a genius to see that wave heading this way. If one American is killed by somebody who's not here legally, you have a problem. People keep saying, oh, well, look at these sanctuary cities. They're actually slightly safer than the... Don't fool me with statistics. If one American loses their life because they're killed by someone who's not supposed to be here, who's here illegally, we have a problem.
Not hundreds, not thousands, not hundreds of thousands, but millions of people across the globe are protesting this exact policy of Donald Trump.
Yes.
What does he need to take away from that message?
Well, in this country, I of course believe that many of the protests are phony, that they're paid for, that it's agitprop.
2-3 million people protesting?
Well, yes, I think you could, give me a budget and I can motivate 3 million people to counter-protest.
These are fake protests?
Not all of them, no. Many of them are sincere people being used and manipulated by the agitators. It's interesting to me, because I worked for Ronald Reagan, that a lot of these same criticisms that you see of Trump were leveled against Reagan. Millions protested against Reagan. He's an extremist, he's a hater, he's a cowboy movie actor, he's an idiot. He was one of our greatest presidents. And I think that perception disappeared based on performance. Give Donald Trump a chance, let him perform, and I think perceptions of him will change dramatically. If nothing changes, fine, then you can blame him. But I think we're in for a transformational president.
Describe to me the relationship between Steve Bannon and Donald Trump.
I think Steve Bannon deeply understands the Trump constituency, understands the issues that allowed Donald Trump to get elected, understands the divide in American politics between elites and non-elites.
Who's in charge, Steve Bannon or Donald Trump?
Donald Trump. There's no question about that. Donald Trump is setting the pace. Donald Trump is setting the agenda. Only Donald Trump decides what Donald Trump will say and do. I can tell you that.
So when it comes to a strong, patriotic and nationalistic agenda, a tough America first,
yes,
it's Donald Trump's plan, not Steve Bannon.
Absolutely. I think they're in agreement, and I agree with both of them.
Since the election of Mr. Trump and the inauguration, the country has only become more divided.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because we have a mainstream media that sows disinformation.
It's the fault of the media.
Yes, I think so. I think when the reality of Trump is known, and if he performs, these divisions will disappear, particularly in the inner cities where people are locked out. Trump has a unique opportunity to revitalize the Baltimores, the Detroits, bring opportunity and growth and prosperity back, and you'll have a successful and great country again. And as far as the international scene, how about not sticking our nose where it doesn't belong? That's the ridiculousness of this fight over Putin. This isn't about whether Putin likes Trump or whether Trump likes Putin. It's about whether we should have a war over Syria. Trump is not for war. He's for détente. He's for peace. He knows Vladimir Putin is not a good guy. He knows the Russian system is not a good system. But I think he'd rather have détente. If Nixon can negotiate nuclear arms agreements with Brezhnev, then anything is possible.
We have the rise of various populist candidates across Europe right now. What do you think of Mr. Geert Wilders?
What I think we see is the rise of anti-globalist candidates around the world who realize that there are people who are getting very wealthy while the average person is suffering under the economic and domestic policies of kind of this one world government mindset. And therefore the people of the UK have rejected the European Union. This is a wave. I think it's a wave of freedom. It's a wave of sovereignty. The people in the Netherlands should decide how things are run in the Netherlands, how people shall live in the Netherlands. It's national sovereignty. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's not nativism, it's nationalism. And I think that's quite different.